And now across the globe, President Donald Trump has announced that the U.S. is moving ahead with a 25% tariff imposition on imports from Canada and Mexico. With the negotiations at a standstill, the tariffs are set to take effect on Tuesday. Wall Street reacted swiftly, with markets sinking on the news. Here are those details and other stories making headlines across the globe.
U.S. markets stumbled following President Trump's tariff announcement. The Dow dropped 1.4%, the S&P 500 fell 1.75%, and the Nasdaq slid 2.6%. In response, Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Joly confirmed plans for $107 billion in counter-tariffs, with $30 billion hitting everyday goods immediately. Canada's foreign minister says the increased tariff by the U.S. was an existential threat, with thousands of jobs in Canada at stake. An additional 10% tariff on Chinese imports is also expected to come into force, leaving all of America's top 3 trade partners facing significantly higher barriers than just a few weeks ago. China also pledged to retaliate, accusing the U.S. for economic bullying. President Trump defended the tariffs as necessary to curb illegal drugs and immigration. Meanwhile, in a major setback for Reliance Industries and its partners BP Exploration and Nikko, India's Petroleum and Natural Gas Ministry has raised a $2.8 billion demand in a long-running gas drilling dispute. This follows a February ruling by a Delhi High Court division bench against Reliance over gas extraction off India's eastern coast. Reliance, however, maintains that both the judgment and the demand are unsustainable and plans to challenge the ruling. The company had earlier stated its intention to appeal to the Supreme Court. Finally, the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Rafael Grossi, has issued a strong warning against undermining the global nuclear non-proliferation framework, calling it a pillar of global stability. Grossi responded to growing discussion on European nuclear autonomy following shifts in U.S. policy. Addressing calls for countries like Germany, Poland, and Ukraine to develop military nuclear capabilities, he stressed that expanding nuclear arsenals is not the right path forward. Grossi urged world leaders to remain committed to diplomacy and strengthening the non-proliferation regime, particularly amid ongoing geopolitical tensions. Sylvia Gatti.